What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 54 of our Lille Career Mode, and today we've got a couple games in the league as well as a quarterfinal in the Coupe Nationale. So, I mean, at the moment in the league, we're ahead of PSG, we're ahead of Lyon as well, but we're definitely ahead of Lyon by a pretty wide margin. I believe it was 9 points. Don't remember right off the top of my head. But here we are, 3 points ahead of PSG and then 11 points ahead of Lyon. So Lyon are practically gone. But with 11 games left, we hold a 3-point lead over Lyon, or PSG, I mean, and we have the goal difference. So, I mean, it's really 3.5 points. That's a good spot to be in. And then, of course, for the Coupe Nationale, PSG are gone out of this tournament. So another tournament, really, we could win. Lyon are in it still. Rennes. Guingamp beats Saint-Etienne, so it would be Rennes, Guingamp, the winner of Lyon and Stade Brest, and then us or Lens into the Final Four. So at the moment, we're in a really good spot to get a couple trophies here. Of course, we're still in the Champions League. We'll get to the second leg of our round of 16 tie next episode. But for the moment, in a really, really good spot, and in theory, the treble is still on, and that would be obviously excellent, but one step at a time. We're going to get Willick in there today as well as Botman. This is a good side, but I believe we can go ahead and make a couple of changes. I believe Okone can play up front. He can. So I'm going to bring Hazard and Bamba in. Deschmet, well, we can start Holjek, can't we? Let's go ahead and do that. Gomez can come onto the bench. De Ketelaere can come onto the bench. Who for? Probably Bodu, I suppose. And Fabianski, who hasn't had a start in ages, can go ahead and grab himself a start, though he's relatively happy. So let's jump into this. A quarterfinal here. Let's go. Nice tackle here. And that gets slid forward. We're playing 5 at the back. It's going to be difficult to kind of break that down, though Almada's through in behind goal, and we've scored. As soon as I said it's going to be difficult to break that down, Almada made a great run. And the pass in here is brilliant. I believe it was Hazard who put the ball in. This is an excellent, excellent pass. It is Hazard here. Just clips it behind the defense, and he's too quick for it. And then the finish, a little bit close to the goalkeeper. You feel the goalkeeper should be saving this, but we'll take it. Yeah, he ought to be saving that. But on 5 minutes, we've taken a 1-0 lead. What a start. There's Samare. Almada, nicely done back inside. Willick can turn. Brilliant from Holjek. Great save. That was such a great turn from Holjek there. Willick played it into him. Got our words fumbled around a little bit there, but the turn from Holjek is brilliant. And that's not who I wanted it to go to, and he's offside. Stepped up with the wrong guy there. Oh, that's poor defending from Kanate as they hit the post. And that's dreadful from Robinson as well, as that goes out for a corner. Kanate kind of let that guy run by, turn on him, and kind of push outside. I did not like that. And then Robinson with a really poor touch that went out for a corner. As that touch is awful and is saved right over the net there. It hits Fabianski, goes right into the floor and bounces right over the bar, and just all sorts of bad mistakes in this sequence. And luckily for us, we escape without conceding, though they have the ball in a good spot. The turn is nice, and he just kept on rolling, but that is wide. So Lens posing a little bit of a threat there. We're playing very awkwardly at the back, I would say, right there, but it remains 1-0, and I guess that's the most important thing. Back inside, Almada. Hazard's made a good run here. It's down to Hazard. Touch is nice. Cuts back inside nicely. Slides it across. That's good defending. Comes back to Hazard, though. Hazard's run toward the top of the box here. And Hazard's waiting for a run. It came from Willick. Oh, the goalkeeper spread himself brilliantly there. We still have control of the ball. At the moment, very much a threat as that gets out wide to Hazard. Back inside to Almada, who takes a good touch, but the shot is blocked. Whenever they get into a low block, it's difficult to break them down as they sit with 5 at the back here. But we might have another chance here. That's brilliant football, this, and there's the chance. Excellent, excellent football. It's just lovely movement, good passing. I mean, everything you'd want in a really good goal. And right on the stroke of halftime, we make it 2-0. Look at the movement here. Great passing. The runs from deep. And Holzek gets in behind. Just has to put this shot on target and does. 2-0 right on halftime. Nicely done. Holzek is going to chase. Not as nicely done as I would have hoped. Oh, wow. Holzek did brilliantly to keep that in play. So it comes to Almada. Slides across. Samare took forever to take his shot. And then in the end, it was a poor effort. Jesus. Back forward now. Here's De Schmidt. Does well. And he can play that ball through. Brilliant from De Schmidt. And it's Samare running through on goal. Oh, good save. Not one of the players you would hoped to be on the end of that 1-1. But Kanate gets up there. And what a save that is by the goalkeeper from Kanate's header on the resulting corner. But yes, Samare, not exactly who you want in a one-on-one, but he was there. Fortunately, the goalkeeper makes a save. We get in the way of Lens, who have had very little in terms of attacking so far. So that comes out wide to De Ketelaere. And he can push forward now with it. And De Ketelaere slides it in. It's De Schmidt. It's 3-0, and that should be game over. The youngster comes on and grabs another goal for the club. De Ketelaere with the assist. It's a good break. We had numbers. Played it proper. Plenty of space out here for De Ketelaere. Center back gets off of De Schmidt. Leaves him in space. It's a good first time finish. And on 69 minutes, it's 3-0. Nicely done. Oh, that's a good ball in there, and it got there. That's a good finish as well. 3-1. They pull one back right away. That is not what we were looking for. Thought we had that covered there, but the ball in there is perfectly placed on the run. That's a good run. Shelik doesn't really go with him until the very end. That kind of move to the right lost Shelik just enough so he could get behind, and Polgar smashes in a goal. Lens really with one of their first attacks of the game grab a goal back, but hopefully it's just a consolation there. Here's Samare. It's a decent ball forward to Gomez. He does get away there. He does just get away there. And Gomez into the box, slides it across for, with a minute to go. De Schmidt grabs a second. And this lad cannot stop scoring. He's had an excellent year. His first year getting called into the first team. And he scores all the time. He's a striker, and our strikers do score goals, but he's done very, very well for himself. 4-1 the score on 89 minutes, and we are going to cruise into the final four. And in a trophy that, or in a tournament that we could win, which is obviously excellent as well, but we want to go ahead and do what we can, win as many trophies as we can. And there it is, 4-1. And at the moment, on track to go back-to-back in the Coupe Nationale. I'm going to see if Lyon shows up here or not. Of course, they were the other team, and they do win. So it's going to be Lille, Lyon, Guingamp, and Rennes. Rennes are a difficult team as well as Lyon. Guingamp, that would obviously be the draw we'd like, but it is what it is. So now, back to the league. 27 games gone. We got a youth squad report here. We'll take a look and see if we've got any other players to bring into the academy first. It's been a pretty bad crop of players recently from all of the scouts. That was a bad crop there. Another bad crop. Yeah, another bad crop here from the USA, and then France here. There was a decent player there, but nothing spectacular, and that's a couple in a row now where we didn't get anything out of it, but we can take a look at the youth squad, see how everybody's coming along. Kaag is at 36 overall. He is 15, so I'm going to leave him here a little bit, but there's some huge gains have to be made there. This lad here doesn't look too bad. Stephen Barnes. He's probably the best prospect. Bawua, this guy can play all along the back line. He's 5'11", so maybe fullback is the best option. He's pretty quick. What foot is he? He's left-footed. Let's go ahead and train him at left wing back and see if we can do something here. We'll go for left wing back to start, and we'll see where that goes. But he's got some pretty good statistics here. Athletically really good for what it is, 17. 51 overall, but you know, that stuff could always grow as we move. So here we are, a game against Lorient, a game we feel we ought to be winning, but we gotta I mean, with 11 games left, we're in control of everything. 10 wins us the league, 10 out of the last 11, so we gotta be, you know, ready for everything. Kakare is gonna grab a start. Bradarich also going to start at right back. We're gonna get Baku in there. Let's get Tao onto the bench ahead of Willick. And then we're going to start... Yeah, we'll start Tao at attacking midfielder. And then everyone else is pretty good to go. So let's jump into this. Lille Lorient. Let's go. Slipped inside. Here's Tao. One more to Bodu. And Bodu, can he get around this center back? Looked like for a moment he was going to try. As that comes out to Bamba. Nice step inside. Great save. Oh, I thought that was going to end up at Bodu's feet there for the rebound. It didn't quite work out that way. And Sanchez there is offside, though the move is brilliant. Oh, he's not offside. No way. Oh, my goodness. That was brilliant movement from Sanchez there to beat that guy. And then an excellent finish. But he's not offside. I must have missed the player there or something because he looked off. But here he is. This gets played into him. I got to see it from a different angle, but this is excellent the way he beats this player. Just steps around him and then just fires it in. I got to see the replay, though, just to see if he is offside. Which ball is the one that comes to him? This one right here. No, I guess not. It's the number 4 who's just standing there who's played him on. That's crazy. Well, we'll take it. What a start here. 1-0. And on 5 minutes, that's just brilliant. That's exactly what we needed. Nice touch there. Taken away. And this comes forward. And Bodu is going to get into space here. And Bodu cuts inside. Bodu, 2-0. And this already feels like one of those days for Lorient. Struggling in the league. And on 11 minutes, we're 2-0 up. They're surely going to struggle today. And this is excellent. Nicked it in midfield. You cannot give the ball away to us. Bodu, he's just so fast. Center back's never catching me. It's time to set himself. Puts it in the bottom corner. Brilliantly done. 2-0. Kimpembe with a header, though. Back into Sanchez. Can get that out wide. Ikone's going to get onto this. Ikone slips it back into Baku. 3-0. And Lorient can't really contain our attacking prowess right now. 3-0 on 21 minutes. And this was always the result after the first goal went in. Floodgates opened quickly. It's a good turn inside. Good cut back inside from Ikone. But Baku with the turn inside. Good finish. And 3-0 on 21 minutes. He does clip that forward brilliantly. Excellent from Kanate. And Tao's making a good run here. He's played all the way on side as that comes out to Bamba. Heavy touch. It's going to fall back to him anyway. He's had a shot there. It's come right back to his feet. And then he had an empty net to tap it into. 4-0. And everybody's getting in on the act early on here. It's going to be one of them. This could be anything, but this gets played forward to Tao. It's touched on. Heavy there. Has a chance to close it down, but then it bounces in between him and the goalkeeper till it kind of falls to Bamba right in front of an empty net. Unlucky for the goalkeeper, who originally made a decent enough save, but it's 4-0 on a half hour. Step inside. Oh, Jesus. Kimpembe is 4-1 right on the stroke of halftime. Oh, that should have been easy to deal with. Instead, it's not. Kimpembe holding his hands on his head. It's a poor way to give away the clean sheet, and surely it's not going to change the momentum of the game. But that gets clipped in. Kimpembe tries to turn back, and then he kind of just sticks his leg out, wins it back. It's a good finish. And right on the stroke of halftime, Muffy gives us really something to think about. But it's 4-1. Kanate does brilliantly, though, and he'll race forward the center back as that comes out wide to Bamba, and there are plenty of men forward for us here. As that gets clipped back, headers in. 5-1. Guies with the goal. And from one end to the other, we extend our lead back up to 4 goals. This is a good break. We had so many men forward. Guies made the run. Just gets clipped back to him. It's a really good cross. Simple enough header. Just has to get that on target. And on 58 minutes, it's 5-1. This ball out there to Camacho. Get a touch onto that. Not enough of one to keep it away from Lorient. That's good. 5-2. That first touch there just fall right to their guy, and he turned, got the ball across there. I thought we were going to be able to cut that ball out. And Lefebvre, F-E-E, not sure. Either way, yeah, that's a good turn. I thought Kimpembe had it, standing right in front of him. But once it comes to this guy right here in front of goal, there's no missing. It's a good turn. He had space, finds the bottom corner, and it's 5-2 with 13 minutes to go. Broderick. Back in there. Sanchez with a good touch, and he can get it out there to De Schmet. And De Schmet can slide it across. Sanchez, 6. And we restore our 4-goal lead immediately. 80 minutes gone. It's 6-2. It's Sanchez and De Schmet linking up very nicely. And adding a bit of gloss to the scoreline. It comes out to De Schmet. He slides it across perfectly. Goalkeeper can't get there. Defender can't get there. Tap in for Sanchez. 6-2. Ooh, that's a really bad giveaway there. Across the back line. You're never supposed to be playing passes like that. As Muffy's gotten into a good spot. And that's a good ball in, but it's not going to come to anything. And we are going to come away with a 6-2 victory. A very good scoreline. Our guys were celebrating there. I'm not sure what they were celebrating. Probably getting into the top 4, I would assume, or getting into Europe or something like that. But PSG do beat Strasbourg 3-2. Lyon win their game as well. So PSG stay within 3 points. Not too bad. 10 games left to go. It's really starting to get down to crunch time here in the league, in the Champions League, all of that. And we have Strasbourg next, who just gave PSG a test. We have to be up and ready for this. The problem with this one is that we're going to have to, it's on a Friday, but we're going to have to do a little bit of resting. Do we play on the Tuesday or the Wednesday? Let's take a look. Because we play on the Friday, we do play on the Tuesday, so there's a 3-day gap there. But we do have that game coming against Barcelona, which is, I don't want to say it's bigger than the league, but this moment in time, it's a little bit bigger. So we're going to make some changes, and quite a few, I feel. We're going to rotate a good chunk of the side. Botman, Bodu's going to miss out. I'm going to swap out the whole side, essentially. We're going to put our second 11 out there, which is, right now, our second 11 is really, really good. As Kubo's going to come in. Broderick here at left back, and then Baku at right back. Galini can keep his spot, but everyone else being maneuvered all over the place. The Ketelaere is going to come onto the bench. But yes, is Sanchez on the bench? Yes, he's always a player I like to bring on if we need to change the game around. But yes, our second 11 here is ready for Strasbourg. It's a big old game. We got to win it. Rotated team, tough one. Let's go. Taken away there, and Hazard's going to get it here and have an early run at this defense. He finds Gomez here, and that's going to be played to Willick. Oh, what a finish, and what a start. We've been starting quick quite a lot today. All 3 games, I believe, we've scored 4 goals inside the first 10 minutes of the 3 games we've played. This is an excellent finish from Willick here. Nicely played, though. Hazard gets into space. Played on one more time, and that gets clipped into the area. All alone is Willick at the edge of the box. He has slammed that home, reminiscent of all the goals he scored last year. But what a start on 3 minutes is 3-0. Or 1-0, Jesus. 3 minutes, 1-0. It's Kakare. Nice turn in midfield. Here's Gomez. Played out wide. Here's Kubo. And Kubo's going to race into the box here. He cuts back inside brilliantly. Kubo, 2. An excellent finish from the Japanese international. 2-0 on 16 minutes. And another excellent, excellent start here. And that's just what we needed. And at the moment in the league, I've said it. I said it a couple, maybe last episode or the episode before. We are playing really, really well in the league. We're just, I mean, we're swiping or sweeping away teams. That's an excellent finish into the bottom corner there from Kubo. Sweeping teams away. And it's a huge benefit to have played PSG, Lyon, and Marseille so early on in the schedule. Because, one, it just gives us confidence going forward. Because we keep winning, because we're kind of just playing the small teams. As that comes to Holzek, and he is onside. 3-0. Poor defending at the back from Strasbourg. And we are going to cruise again here. This is going to be very much like the Lorient game. So that gets played in, and this is an excellent pass. That's a brilliant ball. Just touches it, passes it into the bottom corner, does Holzek. And on 20 minutes for the second game running, it's 3-0. Played inside. Not what I wanted to see there. And Mothiba's onside. Oh, he's missed. That does not happen very often. Actually, I guess Galini got a touch onto that. I don't know how. It didn't look like he did, but he must have, because it did go wide, and we had ourselves a corner there, and that is a good save. And Strasbourg had themselves a corner. They have another one here. 2 really good saves there from Galini, who, as I said, is really you're starting to notice his saves a lot more often. He's really growing quite a bit and making some good saves as well. Clear it, please. Thank you. Here's Willick now. It's a decent ball forward, and there's plenty of space here for Hazard. And Hazard's in on goal, and Hazard grabs a goal. I believe that might be his first since he's returned. He's had a couple of assists. He's not playing poorly or anything like that, but this is the first time he's, I believe, scored a goal. Excellently done, Eden Hazard. It's nice football, very good football on the break. Hazard just cuts across and then slams it into the back of the net going the other way. Excellently done. And on 40 minutes, it's 4-0. But they still have it until we took it away. Hazard slides it in. Here's Willick. And Willick is going to drag this forward here. Gomez looking like he's making the run. He does make the run. It comes back out there. Willick slides it across. Holzek, what a break. It starts with Galini's save and ends with a Holzek goal. 5-0. Holzek doing a couple of acrobatic flips there. Excellent from the striker. He had to tap it in, but, you know. We all got to be in the right place at the right time. Willick and Gomez combining brilliantly. And it all ends up at Holzek's feet. But let's not discount Galini's save at the other end. Excellently done. He's had 3 or 4 saves today. He's done really, really well, Galini. And deserves what would be a pretty nice clean sheet for him should we hold on to it. But we are probably going to hold on to the 3 points at the moment. It is 5-0 as we approach 65 minutes. Oh, lovely ball here. Waris is through. Galini. Oh, he's clipped him. It's a shame. He's had such a good game, Galini. But Strasbourg finally get the goal. It's Waris again, who's very, very quick. And a couple times he's gotten in to positions like this, though. This time he finishes it. Galini rushes out. It's a good little finish. Unfortunate for Galini, who's had such an excellent game, but luckily for everybody, we're not really going to lose too much, as we are currently still 4 up with only 8 minutes to go. Oh, I thought we won that there. Bellegarde in behind. Holding on to it here as Strasbourg look to grab another late consolation, but they do not. The whistle goes. 5-1 the score here. And a very, very emphatic victory in the end. We'll see what PSG have done here. But, you know, that puts us in another good spot. 9 games to go, and we are at least 3 points ahead of PSG with the goal difference, so 3.5 in theory. With 9 games to go, we're getting close to that spot. Next episode, as you can see, we're going to start with that humongous Barcelona game. 3-2 is the score there. But I just want to go ahead and check before we end this. I just want to go ahead and check the league standings. Hopefully PSG drops some points. That would obviously be great. And they have. Look at that. They drew 1-1 with Lyon, who both dropped points. There is a 5-point gap here with 9 games to go. That is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. They play Saint-Étienne next. Did I see PSG up there? Saint-Étienne, Amiens, Nîmes. You know, so if they could, and Brest, I mean, you expect them to win those games, obviously. But that is absolutely massive. A bit of a gap opening up there. But now, next episode, we have 3 games for you. We have Barcelona and then Rennes and Saint-Étienne, who are, I mean, those are no joke. Those are some good teams there. And you can see we drew Rennes in the semifinal of the Coupe Nationale as well. It's going to get very hectic here, especially if we beat Barcelona next episode, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.